Just back to Clark Smith, because our viewers will be interested in this. He described, and this is true here in Australia, the vocal critics of the Rwanda policy as, quote, members of elite society who've never had to live with the consequences of uncontrolled illegal immigration. And that's exactly it, isn't it? I mean, many of these people just purge the guilt they feel out of unearned income and then join the woke brigade. Is that not true?
That is true. That is very true. And actually, you know, you see it so much. All the most prominent voices against these measures are always coming from the wealthy kind of liberal elite type. Always,
Absolutely.
It's you know, many of the lawyers themselves actually come from those families. It really is quite shameful, actually.
It is shameful.
You know, the people. I mean, I look at where I live. I live in East London, and I don't live in a posh part of London at all. You know, literally in my street, there are households with 20 or 30 people packed into them, which because of the poverty that mass migration causes.
Yes.
And it's you know, you see the organised gangs and things like that. You know, and all these critics of policies like this are all kind of cushioned from it. They live in nice areas, big houses, big palaces, you know, and you know, they don't have to. They don't have to wait weeks with the appointment and
easy to have those views when you can afford to have them. Just a quick one before you go, though, on the energy crisis. As here, David, energy costs over there for you are skyrocketing around the country, along with the cost of living. Your Chancellor, talking about blokes who've got a quid. He's not sure to acquit himself. Rishi Sunak, with the billionaire wife, has said that each household will get £400 off their energy bills. The only problem is the typical energy bill is set to rise by £800 per household in October. Now, where are you on that? How bad is the crisis? Over here in Australia, they're warning us that the lights might go out and we've got to save on energy and so on because we've demonised coal-fired power.
Well, we have a problem. I mean, we could bring energy prices come crashing down and make it affordable for everybody if we just use the gas that's in our land, would do some fracking, use the gas that's in the North Sea, just off Scotland and the east of England. But of course, you know, the wokists who run the country won't let us, and instead we're importing it from Russia until recently, which. You know, helping fund Putin in his war. I mean, the whole thing is madness, and it's you know, it's getting out of control. The inflation on energy bills, on food, all sorts of things. In fact, I did a story a couple of days ago about how it's hitting the taxpayer in the pocket because the cost of energy heating prisons and lighting for prisons has gone up 25%, and you can imagine. That's been repeated also across the public sector.
And the taxpayer has to pay for that. Yeah. Taxpayer pays. See, David, just before you go, I keep saying, and tell me where you are in Europe here, I keep saying you can have renewable energy or reliable energy. You can't have both.
Yeah. I completely agree with you. And actually, the one thing the government's doing, which I think is the right thing, but you know, if they fall, it'll stop. Is nuclear energy?
Nuclear, absolutely.
If you want clean electricity that's reliable, then you go for nuclear energy.
Okay, now listen.
That's your only choice.
I'll let you go and knock on the door of the Archbishop of Canterbury. Keep up the campaign. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. Yeah. You're spot on. And I'll tell you what, the people of Britain will be right behind you, David. Talk to you next week. Good to talk to you.
Thanks, Alan.
Okay, there he is, David.
Cheers.
Yeah, David Maddocks. Makes a lot of sense, doesn't he? And I didn't get a chance to ask him about Boris, but it does appear Boris is still there at least for another week. David Maddocks, we'll talk to him next week.